So today I really wanted to chat about anxiety and how we can reduce anxiety and the actionable steps that we can take so that we don't have anxiety happening to us. I know that some people are diagnosed with having anxiety, and there's definitely varying levels, but I know for myself, I definitely believe as well that we create our own anxiety. I, in the past, created so much anxiety for myself, which definitely affected my relationships. It affected those around me. It affected the type of person I was. It affected the vibe I was giving off. And I didn't even realize that that's how I was existing. I literally had no idea. Well, I'll just get right to it. I went through a breakup. And I was just going through a lot of transitions in my life, and I really realized that we have so much of our life is out of our control, but there also is so much of our life that is in control. And if we can have control, total and utter control of the situations that we have control of, then life is that much easier. So, for example, I live in New York City. There's lots of opportunity for anxiety. If you miss the train, then you can be late. Sometimes there's train traffic. I know, I'm sure, like, if you live in a place where you drive a car, I'm sure you run into the problem of getting stuck in traffic and having anxiety of being stuck in traffic, or just, situations that we can't always totally be in control of. But what we can be in control of is how we react to those situations. So here are my steps for you for creating an anxiety-free life so that you can really go about your day and your life being the best version of you and just not worrying about the small things. Number one, the first step to creating an anxiety-free life is meditating. I said it. I know that sounds super hippy-dippy trippy, and for a long time I was like, I thought meditating was weird, I thought it was boring. And once I really started meditating, life became a whole hell of a lot easier. So basically, meditation is just practice for calming our mind and being at ease with the present moment. It's practice for totally living in the present moment. And really what meditation is it's preparation for being in the present moment and being at ease with our thoughts when we do come across those difficult situations. So a lot of people think of meditating as sitting there and closing your eyes, making weird noises, like sitting for a long period of time doing nothing. That is part of it. Learning to be at ease with your thoughts, learning to live in the present. I think it is important when we are meditating to really just be at ease, live in exactly the present moment, be one with our breath, breathing, and allowing those thoughts to just come and go and not judge ourselves for having those thoughts. And so that actual sitting practice is practice for when we are in a difficult situation and we have anxiety. So then, let's say you're running late and you miss the train and there's train traffic and you have a very important meeting that you need to make, and you're looking at your watch and you're like, I'm not going to be on time. I'm going to be 15 minutes late. In that moment, you did everything you could. Everything you could control, you did. You left your house on time. You were prepared. Other things happened that are totally out of your control, and there's no use in being completely and totally anxious and working yourself up over something that you can't control. So what you can control is breathing and understanding that this moment is going to pass, as painful and frustrating as it is. And before you know it, it is going to be over and you will get to your meeting and you will get to where you need to go. But creating anxiety over things that you cannot control is really just gonna work yourself up. And so we create that anxiety ourselves. So if you can kind of find your breath and meditate and live in the moment and realize this is where I am right now, I did all I could do, then, just breathe and let it go and practice letting it go. And if you can practice letting it go when you're sitting here in your space, then you can then take that practice of letting it go in your space to then taking it to when you're in public, experiencing the actual anxiety-inducing moment. And it takes time, guys. It's not gonna happen overnight. It takes practice. Takes practice for me. I'm always working on it. So that's why we do call it a meditation practice, because it is practice. So be kind to yourself, but definitely start meditating. Be at ease with your thoughts. Try to live presently. Try to let things go, and try not to control or be anxious or worrisome about things that you can't control. Try to let it go. So meditation definitely helps with that. The second thing is create a space and an environment that creates calm. So again, this kind of falls under the category of controlling what you can control. So what we can control is our space. What we can control is the environment that we live in. And I know for me, if I'm in an environment that is super messy, unorganized, stuff is thrown everywhere, then I'm not gonna be anxiety free. I'm gonna actually feel like shit, and I build up a lot of tension. If I have a stack full of laundry, you could ask my roommates, I pretty much just talk about it all the time because I don't feel good about it. I feel like shit about it. And so, just create that beautiful space, whatever that means for you. So for me, I'll just show you really quickly. I have a space in my room where I really have a space to create calm and to create a peace of mind. So this is my space. I have my oracle cards. I love my oracle cards. They help me to set goals and intentions for the day. So I have my little window. This is my little happy place space. This is a candle holder, but I just use it for my incense. So I light my incense and then I rest it here. I have some beautiful greenery here. I have my stones that represent different things, these matches to light the incense. And I can, they're by my bedside, so I can touch them and hold them and feel their energy and feel their vibes. I specifically have the meaning of the tangerine quartz out here as a specific reminder, because this is something I'm working on right now specifically, is forgiving and understanding and growth. And then I have this this piece of sea glass that I found. It's the first piece of sea glass that I ever found, and I wasn't even looking for it, and so it kind of meant something special to me because it was just like, trust the universe, everything will come when it's supposed to. And then I have my amazing salt rock lamp, and that gives off just like a beautiful glowy vibe, just peaceful and calm. And one thing I will say about my space right now is it does have incense all over it, and that windowsill needs to be wiped down, so that is causing me a little bit of anxiety, to be honest. So I'm not perfect. Again, it's a practice, but creating a nice calm space is super. And I'll also say that making my bed every day also creates calm for me. It's one of those things that I like to have a clean, beautiful space. So making my bed helps with that. So whatever it is for you that creates calm and creates a nice and peaceful environment. We do have control over that. So if you can do that for yourself, then I think that that really helps just to eliminate some of the chaos in our life. So the last one, the third and final step to eliminating anxiety. So something that I've recently discovered is CBD oil. This is CBD oil by MedTerra, and it has 1,000 milligrams, and it's a tincture, which means that you squeeze it in this little thing, and then you can put it under your tongue. You can put it in a smoothie, you can put it in your coffee. I just like to put it right under my tongue. The taste isn't amazing, but it's not terrible. And so what CBD oil is, for those of you who have no idea, is it's cannabis. So it's cannabis oil, but there's no THC. So it does come from a marijuana plant, the same plant that if you were to smoke marijuana, you would get it from the same plant. But the thing is that it has no THC, so it doesn't make you high. And so that's the difference, is it has all the benefits of creating that calm, peaceful, relaxed state of being, but it doesn't make you high. So it doesn't, make you crave lots of food. It doesn't, give you that feeling of being in an alternate, funny, whatever happens when you're high universe. And so it just has the benefits of just releasing anxiety. But basically, this is kind of like one of those things that I take on a pretty regular basis, because New York City can be pretty anxiety inducing, and so can just life in general. And sometimes, having this natural remedy of, it comes from a plant. So it's 99% oil and pure CBD isolate. So this is a plant. This is plant oil right here. This is like just putting coconut oil in your mouth, but this has the benefits of the cannabis, of reducing anxiety. So it's a natural anxiety reducer, and I highly recommend it if you feel like you're somebody who has more anxiety on a day-to-day basis. And also if you feel like your thoughts are going and running wild when you're trying to fall asleep and you feel like you can't fall asleep, this is also super helpful for that. It just relaxes your brain, eases your mind. So sometimes I take this in the morning, but a lot of times I take it at night too, to just release the tension of the day and to keep me moving forward, and just relaxed for the rest of the evening, because I really like to be relaxed when my day is done. So so MedTerra. And if you guys want, I can give you a code and the link below if you want some of this oil. Like I said, I use it on a day-to-day basis. I really, really love it. Highly recommend it. So the code is below if you want a percentage off to get your oil, and so is the link. And please let me know how you like it. And so guys, that's how I go about reducing anxiety throughout my day. These are steps that I take on a regular daily basis. I perform these steps literally every day. Meditate every day, make my bed, have my shrine every day, and I take my oil every day, and it has vastly improved my quality of life. So let me know if you guys have any more questions about anxiety. Let me know what kind of vlogs you want to see. I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you next week.